Thank you. Like I said, I didn't know how you were going to top yourself, and I wanted to ask you, I mean, here you are, you come off the biggest moneymaker of 2001, but the comfort level must have been there to start number 2. How were you feeling when you started number 2?
Well, actually, the key to starting number 2 was we learned a lot from number 1. And Sorcerer's Stone opened on Friday, and that following Monday, we started shooting Chamber of Secrets. So kids came to New York, we had the premiere, they did Jay Leno and David Letterman, and then suddenly, boom, Monday morning we're back on the Harry Potter set, and it was like they were in Disneyland. It was almost like that wasn't real. And what we got to do is we got to focus on the work again. So no one thought about anything but the work. And all I really was thinking about is how could I improve on the first one? First thing you do, visual effects. We only had 3 months on the first film. This film we had 7 to 8 months because we shot all the visual effects sequences for Chamber of Secrets early on, which meant that we had all that time to work on them. The kids, as actors, were better.
Yeah.
Their performances were stronger. They were more mature. And as a result, also, we didn't have to deal with the first 45 minutes of Sorcerer's Stone, which was all about introducing the world, setting up the characters. This time, we got to start with the story. So I felt that by doing that, we could have a film that was more exciting, that was funnier, and it was a little darker and a little edgier as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, as you mentioned, that the kids are growing, but they're growing with the characters as well. So this is not something you have to deal with, like, keeping, Daniel from shaving or whatever it is. But what surprised you most about Daniel after working with him on the first one and then working with him now?
I guess the biggest surprise I had was that how much he's grown in confidence as an actor and how comfortable he is with this role. And in terms of him taking the next step, which the first role was fairly reactive, this one is proactive. He's become a leading man. He's become almost an action star in an odd way in this film. The first film, it was more Draco Malfoy, who was sort of like all the young girls loved Draco. This time they're gravitating toward Dan because he really steps up to the plate, and he's much stronger, and his performance is much more focused, and he's much more intense.
Yeah, and of course you're dealing with subject matter that is getting darker and darker. So how did you as a director, I mean, you want kids to see this. So what was the biggest challenge for you in that respect?
Well, really, it was I didn't even really think about it that much. I didn't want to stray away from the books, in terms of making it more homogenized so it would appeal to more people. I don't think these, I think the film is rated PG for a reason. I think if you've got a child under 7, you have to know your own kid. If he's got an intense fear of spiders, you may want to talk to him before he sees the movie. I showed it to my 5-year-old daughter, and she loved it. I mean, she was completely mesmerized, and I said to her afterwards, "Were you afraid?" "No, I was excited." The key, though, to that was seeing if she would sleep through the night and not have nightmares, and she didn't. She slept through the night and said the next morning, "I wanted to see it again." So I think you have to know your kid.
Now, bringing in the new characters, I mean, Kenneth Branagh, how amazing was he?
He was fantastic. I needed someone to play Gilderoy Lockhart who wouldn't play it too far over the top, because there's a danger with that character that it could be a one-note character, and you'll see the same joke over and over. Ken gave it depth and reality, which is something that I was really concerned about. And he fit in with the other English actors. We have the cream of the British acting crop in this film. We've got Richard Harris and Maggie Smith and all of these incredible actors, and Ken is on their level. And to be on that level means you can disappear in a role. You see these people and they suddenly become these characters.
It's no surprise that you're getting off the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, I look forward to your next creations. But what are you going to miss most?
I think I'll miss probably the interaction I have day to day with the kids. The fact that we work so closely together, and we have this sort of acting company at this point. And I know that if I continue working with these kids, we can continue to work to make them better and better actors. But at the same time, I have to see my own kids for dinner, and I think that's important as well. It's been 2.5 years since I've had dinner with my family during the week, and I think I owe it to them.
Now, not to infringe on Alfonso, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job, but if you had one piece of advice to give him, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to not to put nipples on the bat suit, as they say. You had 2 Batman films that were very successful and really well done with a lot of integrity, and then suddenly a new director came in to the Batman franchise and turned it into Starlight Express. And I want to make absolutely certain that Alfonso does not do the same thing. I want him to have artistic freedom and feel that he can make the kind of film that he wants to make. But you can't forget those millions of kids in the audience who are expecting the same kind of experience they've had the first 2 times.
Well, you've just done a spectacular job,
Oh,
and I
thank
thank
you.
you so much as a parent as well. It's really,
Oh,
it's
thanks.
beyond belief. It's wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice to have a chance to
Oh,
talk to you.
thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks a
Chris.
lot.